joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff in a single back formation. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
On the toss play, runner moving left. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. They'll try the right here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
QB decides to keep it here. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Looks right for a quick completion. Battling down near the goal line, but loses the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
A quick throw out left, complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these past couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Handoff to the back. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Canes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Gotta be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bringing pressure. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
It's a toss to the left side. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a coup for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal.
And the Canes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out. The Hurricanes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. It's a second and goal play. Quarterback's going to sneak it.
Because you just don't see that happen very often. A loss of yards on a quarterback sneak. I don't know if that was the center in the quarterback exchange. I don't know if he was not anticipating the snap. But to go backwards, that's on the offensive line and the quarterback.
There's a run call on third and goal. And we're able to get him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Forward on fourth down. Running a quarterback sneak here. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught.
In college football, going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver, a lot of times.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to play.
Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Short connection to the tight end here. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. You may actually get a touchdown here before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He finds his man. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch will get a little bit closer to the marker. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Hardy. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And they've got him back at the 4-yard line. Great coverage, bad decision to bring it out. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him about the 14.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Makes a quick catch.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he does it. So now we've got a 4th down.
Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Going to run it. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Oh, man, what a really gutsy play here by this quarterback. Keeping it himself on 4th down, getting the yards he needs to pick up the 1st down. Good decision.
Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The Huskers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Quarterback still with the football. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Good job here to be able to pick up first down yards by this Nebraska quarterback. And tell you, when it comes to the option, I don't know if there's anybody in the country that's had the history that Nebraska quarterbacks have had. Going back to the era of Tom Osborne, because every single time he put a quarterback out there, they had that ability to attack the defense with their legs. Think about Turner Gill, who won a national championship. Steve Taylor in the late 80s was outstanding. Tommy Frazier, what he was able to do, winning a national championship and running this same play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it. Brought down quickly, but the game moves the football to the 30.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. Throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Cornhuskers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. Still looking to put something on the scoreboard. They break the huddle on third and goal. Oh, it's a reverse. They're able to get him down.
I'll tell you what, every time you think you've seen it all from this offensive coordinator, he comes up with something else. That is a gutsy play call this close to the goal line.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They go in front here in the second half. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the extra point is missed. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This defense dominated the first half and helped them take the lead. Now as we see the beginning of this second half, same old, same old. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage and doing what they need to do.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Touchdown, Huskers. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll change the pre-snap look now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Big throw caught on the left side. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just about to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Movement here from the tight end. The defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. The quarterback keeps it here. Fights through a tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Oh, the read option here. The quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run, not enough for a first.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Turner trying to create good field position. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Canes come up to the line in the hurry-up. The shotgun handoff here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you showed the defense.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's that defense shifting again. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Third down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. There's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.